If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up.
They need you in the COC. They found a suspect in the Rising case.
Walter Lynch, 44 years of age, worked as a truck driver, currently on state disability insurance. ATF and FBI apprehended him at his home outside Scotts Bluff.
In his home, we found evidence of ricin production and a list of polling stations across the country. Most are on his former delivery routes. We've notified the authorities at these locations to verify their safety.
Do we have a motive?
Lynch had posted multiple anti-government messages on social media. His attack on the polls appears to be consistent with his views.
Sir, I think we should make an announcement right away. The public should know that suspect's in custody, there's no link to Nizar, and it's safe to go to the polls.
I'm afraid we can't do that just yet, sir. A search of Lynch's web activity shows he's affiliated with a domestic anti-government militia known as the Liberty Defenders.
16 confirmed cells throughout the West and Southwest. Lynch urged other members to spread ricin at polls in their respective states.
So you're saying the threat is not contained?
Our field officers need more time to be certain.
How much more time?
Worst case scenario, 72 hours to clear all the militia members.
The election is tomorrow.
And we can't say with absolute certainty that the polling stations will be safe.
Mr. President, I have unfortunate news. One of the poll workers, Mindy Hesser.
The school teacher.
She just died, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Excuse me. No guarantees here. We can't risk any more innocent lives.
Yes, sir, but canceling the election.
Sir, without a Congress, we can't meet budget deadlines or raise a debt ceiling. The economy
Take second place to a body count.
Sir, even if we postpone the election, there's no guarantee there won't be another threat or another attack. I mean, at some point, we're just going to have to take a chance.
And what if more lives are lost at the polls tomorrow? It takes one person to poison a polling station. Thousands of people could be infected. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Seth, gather the press. I'll make the announcement myself.
Your first press conference.
Not exactly how I pictured it.
Sir, in the history of the Republic, federal elections have never been canceled, not by weather, war, or threat of an attack.
Well, unfortunately, we're living in a time of firsts. Could I have a moment, please?
Sir.
Hey.
That way, we're not risking the lives of the poll workers and the voters. We're now getting word we're going to go live now to the woman whose mother, Mindy Hesser, was the first victim of the ricin poisoning.
My mother volunteered at the polls because she thought everyone deserved to have a voice. She said so many people sacrificed their lives for that ideal. The least she could do was help elections run smoothly. That's the kind of person she was. I wish more of us were like her. Sorry.
Should just be a couple more minutes.
That's what you said 45 minutes ago.
Yes, Natalie, I'll say it again in another 45 if he's not here. Ladies and gentlemen, President of the United States.
Thank you, Seth.
Thanks, sir.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. As you already know, some of our polling stations in the Kansas City area have been the subject of a bioterrorism attack. And even though our federal, state, and local law officials are assuring us that the polling stations will be safe, understandably, many Americans are still scared. Tragically, one of our volunteer poll workers lost their life during the attack. Her name was Mindy Hesser. And as many of our poll workers have declined to volunteer the selection cycle for fear of further attacks, Mindy showed up. She set up her table, updated her voting rolls, as she has for nearly 23 years. Moments ago, I had the honor of talking to Mindy's daughter, and she told me that no fear or uncertainty would ever have prevented her mother from carrying out what she considered to be her most important civic duty, protecting our right to vote. Many of my colleagues have advised me to cancel these elections, but I have been inspired by Mindy's actions. So I have decided that these elections will go forward as planned. Tomorrow morning, I myself will go to the polls. alongside my fellow Americans, and I will cast my ballot. I believe we owe it to Mindy and to every other American that has given their life to protect our great democracy. We cannot live in fear. We will not live in fear. Thank you. And God bless America.